Hello and welcome to another movie review here on my channel. So we're going to go look at Night at the Museum Trilogy. Yes indeed. I decided to do the whole trilogy because it is really similar to each other, so anyway. Night at the Museum is basically about... I can't remember the character's name, but he's played by Ben Stiller. In the first movie he doesn't have really a workplace to go to, so he's searching for a job. He's having problems with his former wife. He doesn't get along with his kids the way he wants, and one day he actually gets a job at the museum as the night guard. He's taken over from 3 older guys. But anyway, it turns out that at night the attractions in the museum comes alive because of a tablet that is magical. In the beginning he had problems with it, but later on he having fun with it, and he actually figured out how to work with it. It turns out that the old guys that in the beginning were bad guys. They tried to take the tablet and expensive things to sell on the black market or whatever, but in the end it works out and the museum wins, basically. The second movie moves along somewhat similar, but Ben Stiller's character had moved on and isn't a part of the museum anymore. If I remember correctly, he had invented some things that he's selling, and he has left the museum. But he goes back to the museum sometimes, and this time it turns out that the museum are going more digital than more physical attractions. So he tried to stop that, but it seems that many of the attractions have been sold to moved to another museum that is in Washington DC. He goes there, he solves the things, he brings them back, and creates a new attraction that they come alive at night, and that basically saves the museum. And yeah, in the final one, the tablet is basically starting to malfunction. It goes to United Kingdom in London to trying to fix that. He fixed that, and in the end he's basically leaving them because he's going on for something else, and that is basically how the trilogy ends. It is kind of weird that it turned out to be a trilogy, in my opinion, even though every movie in my opinion is fun. The first one had a closing that I think it should have been a one-off, in my opinion. It's a family comedy adventure. I am saying adventure a little bit close off because it is more of a comedy series instead. But anyway, when it comes to the basically attraction coming to life, it is a cool idea in my opinion, and they do a great job throughout the series, but it becomes sillier and sillier. And the first one is the best, the second one is getting sillier, and the third one is getting even sillier. If I remember correctly, the final movie in the trilogy is what I think the final movie Robin Williams did before he sadly took his life because of depression and everything. But so it is his final movie, so I wanted to see it, and it wasn't that interesting, sadly. But anyway, Night Museum series is somewhat okay when it comes to comedy. The first one is fun and interesting in my opinion, but it becomes sillier, as I said, and it isn't as funny in the second one. Even though it is cool and interesting, it isn't as fun. It's more of an adventure movie, and I kind of like that about that one. The third one feels unnecessary completely, They just made it because they wanted money. It failed, and yeah. The effects is decent and cool overall in the movies. The environments are cool as well. But the acting are phenomenal for the most part, but because they have so many silly lines and some of the jokes doesn't hit, it feels sometimes out of place. But anyway, the series overall, I will give Night in the Museum overall rating of a 6.8 out of 10. It is interesting, fun movies. Sometimes when you just want a adventure movie, but overall it is more for kids basically. But anyway, it is interesting enough for adults as well. That was all for today, folks. I'll see you next time. Bye.